Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So today I thought we would just do a crochet and chat. That is because we haven't done one of these for a while, and also, to be 100% truthful with you, I didn't have any content for today. So let's just crochet together. Go and grab yourself a drink, go and grab a project, and we'll just hang out and crochet together. So I am going to be working on one of my pumpkins while we talk. I don't know how well that's going to go because I've never tried to make one of these as I'm talking and trying to concentrate on what I'm doing as well. So we'll soon find out. But yeah, if you have grabbed a project to work on with me, let me know down in the comments, what did you pick to work on? Let's brew up some inspiration for others and inform everyone of what we're up to. That's always super lovely. So I always struggle to keep it on screen as well, so I do apologise. So how are you all? I hope you are all very, very well. Please ignore my extra friend down here on my chin. I am a little bit spotty at the moment, and that is because I am due for a couple of injections that I get. And as that starts to wear off and I need my next dose, I break out in spots. So apologies. Okay, so I also really struggle to know what to talk about. So let's start with the weather. Let's be truly British and talk about the weather. So we have for quite some time now said goodbye to our summer. Our summer was a bit of a mixed bag. We did have a few lovely weeks of sunshine, but living where I do, there is still plenty of rain to go around. But we seem to have skipped autumn, guys. We seem to have gone straight into kind of the more winter weather. Currently, at the time of filming, it is the 4th of October 2025, and we are getting the tail end of Storm Amy. It's very, very windy outside, and then it goes all nice and sunny with the wind, and you think, oh, at least the rain stops, she's blowing over, and then it just goes really dark really quickly and absolutely lashes down with rain. So, yeah, we have some very winter weather going on today. So, I am quite happy to be inside crocheting with you guys. We are all good, we are all safe, and it's not too terrible. I know other parts of the UK have been absolutely battered, but we're okay in the grand scheme of things. We have had a couple of chilly mornings recently, which is okay. It's not been too terribly cold, but it is noticeable. I haven't had to defrost my car yet, so that's always a winner. But we're kind of in that stage where it's chilly in the morning, so you put on extra layers, and then by lunchtime you want to strip off to your bikini. It's really weird. You never know what to wear. It can be highly frustrating, but luckily for me, I work inside at a desk, so if I have put on extra layers in the morning, I can make myself more comfortable inside at my desk, so it's not too bad. I do feel terrible for my eldest son. He works always outside. Very rarely is he inside. He is doing an apprenticeship in construction, mainly groundworks. So there's a lot of standing in big pits in all the elements, and it can be a little bit miserable for him sometimes, but he isn't overly bothered, to be fair. Sometimes he'll say he's sick of getting soaking wet, or it was a little bit chilly or whatever, but he has found his niche and his calling, I think, which is wonderful. And he's really loving it. He does hope to at some point progress to getting all the heavy machinery operating tickets so that, you know, he can drive the big diggers and dumpers and, you know, all of the big machines that you see on construction sites. So fingers crossed he will be supported in getting those. And of course, the other kids, sometimes they have to walk to the bus in the rain in the morning, and they walk home from the bus in the rain in the afternoon, but it's not too terrible at the moment. I'm not going to complain too much at our current weather because I know the worst is yet to come. So I'm trying to stay on the more positive side. I do have a little bit of an internal competition going on with myself because last year I managed to hold out until November before I put the central heating on. And I really, really want to try and do the same or better it this year because, of course, it costs a fortune. So who knows whether I will meet that target. We're already in October, guys, so it's looking okay at the moment, but with our unpredictable weather, who knows when it's going to have to go on. So yeah, me personally, I am going through a bit of a tricky stage at work. I'm not going to go into details because I'm not allowed to, but there have been a couple of big shifts and changes, which has had a little bit of a rolling impact on me. So I am trying to get into a new groove with that, and this past week in particular, so last week when you're watching this, has been a particularly hard week to navigate, but I survived. I did it. I got through it, and the week coming is a fresh new week that will hopefully go a little smoother and a little better. So fingers crossed for that. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when I was a little bit poorly? Well, that's doing the rounds in our household at the minute. I recovered, and then my middle one got it, and then Mike's daughter got it, and now Mike's suffering with it a little bit. Max, my youngest, he got a little bit snotty, but he didn't get too terribly bad with it. And my eldest seems to have avoided it for the most part, but then he's out in the elements all the time. He's probably got the best immune system out of all of us, and he just probably sweats it out through his work and stuff. So hopefully that dreaded lurgy will be banished from our house soon. What else has been going on? Mike went to a fancy do at his work this week, all suited and booted, schmoozing his clients and reps and things. I don't really know what he did. He just went somewhere fancy in a suit, stayed out all night. But yeah, it was a bit weird to me. Why they did it on a Thursday night and he still had to go work the next day is beyond me. It would have been better if they could have done it on the Friday night, but, you know, corporate don't necessarily consider these things. And also, if it was on a Friday night, maybe it was actually a very calculated move from corporate, because if they're footing the bill and it's a Thursday, people aren't going to eat and drink as much, which means the bill's going to be less. Whereas if they did it on a Friday and nobody had work on the Saturday, the bill might have been twice or three times the cost. So actually thinking about it, it was probably a smart move from corporate. But anyway, he had a rare night out works do. He stayed at the hotel that the do was being held at, so that was slightly different for Mike this week, although like I said, he is suffering from this awful lurgy, so he wasn't 100% you know, feeling his finest, but he still went and had a good time. So that's the update on Mike. I have hinted that there's a lot going on behind the scenes for Mike. I haven't given you any details, not my story, you know, nobody else's business. But if you could just keep Mike in your thoughts, I'd really appreciate it. It's a really tough time for him now, and I know you all still love him to pieces and miss him on the channel. So if you could just send some love his way, it would not be a bad thing. The kids are okay. My middle one is gearing up for his end of mandatory school year exams. So he is doing a lot of extra study sessions, a lot of extra revision. He's got some mock exams coming up in the next few weeks. And then it will be more extra study sessions, revisions until the real deal. But I think he's feeling pretty confident with it. I don't think he's too stressed about it yet. And hopefully that continues. All I can ask is that he tries his best, and what will be will be. We will find another pathway should we need to, like we did with my eldest. So in the grand scheme of things, he's trying hard, he's working hard. I know he's going to do his best, and that's good enough for me. I'm a proud mama and will support him in whatever the results of that will be as well. But of course, because it's his last mandatory school year, we've got, you know, the extra things of school prom to think of, yearbooks to pay for, and all sorts of extra bits and bobbles. So lots going on for him. But my youngest and Mike's daughter, it's just another school year to get through. Nothing really of note or importance for them. They've just got to knuckle down and, you know, get the knowledge for the later years when it counts for exams, and they seem to be all right. So not really a lot to report on that. Max is back to his usual self. He's been allowed back on his scooter and back on his bike, and yeah, the world's gone back to normal. We're not worried about his head injury anymore. He's coping really, really well. He recovered super quick, like I knew he would. So yeah, he's loving life again because he can go back to doing the things that he really loves and enjoys, although the weather's hindering that a little bit. So that's now a frustration, but that can't be helped. So yeah, he's doing really well. I think that's about it, really. I mean, for me, guys, it is literally just family life and working a full-time job. There isn't really a lot else to chat about because we're just in full-time family mode, you know, that chapter of our life. So not too many exciting adventures, but they will come later on down the line, hopefully. And we just keep keeping on, right? So maybe I could fill a bit of time in talking to you guys about a few things that I know are upcoming on some of my friends' channels, because you either may not be aware of these people that I'm going to talk about, or you may have missed what they've got planned, and you may want to join in and get involved in all the fun and shenanigans. So the first couple of people or few people I'm going to talk about, this has been going on since July. And I'm talking about Rainey from the Woolly Llama Shop, Missy from Missy's Universe and More, Nova from Nova Gnome Creations, and Patricia over at YarnyCat_crochet. They have been participating in hashtag 100 Days of Halloween. I have been absolutely loving it. I am a little bit behind on a few of those lovely ladies' videos. I do plan on catching up, but as I'm sure a lot of you will sympathise, there is just not enough hours in the day to watch all of the amazing content and keep up to date with everybody all of the time. But I always make that time up, and I always do semi-frequently go to my channels and just binge watch everything I've missed for the time that I haven't watched. So you will all get my watch hours, you just may all get it in one hit a month later down the line. It's just the way it works for me. But apparently it was Rainey's idea. She was on a live. She was talking about how she wanted to do something for the 100 days of Halloween, which is basically counting down 100 days until Halloween gets here. But she didn't want to do she wanted to do a blanket, but she didn't want to do a big continuous blanket that just grew bigger and bigger and bigger, because when this started, it was in July where the weather was absolutely steaming hot for everybody. So she came up with the idea of basically building a blanket out of blocks or squares. And the lovely Missy from Missy's Yarnivest and More, she has always wanted to do a Halloween blanket, but for various reasons has never gotten around to it. So she was more than happy to jump on board and do that finally for herself. So those two in particular are doing blankets. They're both doing it slightly differently. Rainey has had to sideswipe a couple of times, as you know, her blanket has progressed for various different reasons. I'm not going to give too much away because I'm going to encourage you to go over to their channels. I will link their channels in the description box for you so you can find them super duper easy. So she is the one constant is that Rainey is finding free tutorials or patterns for roughly 6-inch blocks that are Halloween or fall themed. So if you guys are thinking, oh, I don't do Halloween, I can't participate, yes you can, because they are accepting fall themed things as well. But she is providing one a day for the whole 100 days. She may not be making all of them, but she at least provides them for us should we wish to make them, which is fabulous of her to go to those efforts and doing all that research. But go check out what she is actually doing. She pulls the blocks at random from Jinx, the jack-o'-lantern of joy, so she never knows which one's going to come up. But it's really fun, and it's great seeing her kind of adapt and adjust what she's doing as to, you know, what happens every day on her blanket. She posts Monday to Friday, but on the Friday she will actually draw 3 blocks because she actually does full-time work hours over a Saturday and Sunday in her job, so that she can then have Monday to Friday to work on their embroidery business. So, you know, if you're looking for some embroidery goods and stuff, go check her out. She's not just an awesome content creator here with yarn and stuff. She's got her own little business going on. She's done merch for a few of our peeps here on YouTube. So, you know, go check out everything that she's got going on over there. It's really, really special to see, and hopefully one of these days when the world sorts itself out with shipping and things, I might be able to organise some merch one day in the future. Who knows? I'm not promising, I'm just saying it's something that I've considered, and Rainey will be the person that I go to when the time is right. So yeah, lots to see, lots to get your teeth sunk into over there, and just lovely content to watch. So go and click the link in my description and go and check her out. Let's grow her channel a little bit. Let's spread a bit of the yarny love, which is what we love to do on this channel. And then Missy, she made a whole load of squares in the first couple of weeks of the 100 days of Halloween. It then evolved into her putting them into her Boo Box of Fate, and what she's been doing is she's been drawing the square and asking for us watching to guess what applique or what design she's going to put on these blocks for the next day. So it's really interactive, it's really fun. Some of us have managed to guess right, miraculously. For the most part though, it's tricky to get it right because Missy has just been absolutely phenomenal at freehanding a lot of the block designs that she has done. She just gets an idea in her head. She tries to see if there's a pattern already made for it. And if there isn't, she's like, right, well, I'm going to figure it out myself. And figure it out she does. Oh my goodness. Her talent is far beyond mine, and she doesn't give herself enough credit as to how creative and talented she really is. So her blanket, I absolutely love her blanket. And she is dropping a video every day, and the block is done every day. She's just phenomenal. But both blankets are completely different between the two channels, but they are both equally as enjoyable to watch their videos. And then Nova wanted to participate, but she didn't know whether she would be able to commit to doing a video every day for 100 days. That is a huge commitment. And if you don't have a channel and you don't really understand what it takes to create regular content and things, and have the pressure to always have something to show, it is quite overwhelming. So I completely understand Nova's tactic on this. She herself has been making squares as well, but she is making wearables for herself and two lovely little munchkins in her life that mean the world to her. And also, Nova's had quite a big life change happen for her. So she didn't know with that big kind of, I don't want to say disruption to her life because that's not right, but this big shift in her life would need a lot of configuring and a lot of forethought, and she didn't want to commit to something that then she couldn't deliver on. So she's just showing us her squares as and when she can, and she is saving the end result for something that will be going on her channel, which I will speak about when I finish talking about 100 Days of Halloween. So to be continued on Nova as well. And then Patricia, she has a lot going on, and she again couldn't commit to doing a video every day for 100 days because, as I've said, that is quite a big commitment to make. And she said that she will make Halloween or fall themed projects as and when she can. I think so far she's done a little crossbody bag, a scarf, and a little bat amigurumi. And rumour has it she has more things that she's done that she'll be bringing to her channel when she can. So yeah, go and check her out, because Missy and Rainey both say it doesn't have to be a blanket, just anything that's fall or Halloween related. And while we're on that, Missy and Rainey, if you're watching, all of these pumpkins that I'm making, when I have done the whole lot, can I send you both a picture of them all together as a collective and include that in your hashtag 100 Days of Halloween? Because technically I'm not doing it for 100 days and I'm not doing 100 things, but pumpkins are very much fall related. Or am I falling a little bit too far out of your parameters? And it's fine if I am, it's absolutely fine. But I was planning on, when I had got all of the pumpkins done that I want to make, that I was going to do a little bit of a catch-up video and show them all one last time, all tagged and ready to be gifted. And I was going to talk about 100 Days of Halloween again when I'm done. So if you could both let me know if that's a possibility, that would be great. But if not, that's cool too. And yes, Rainey, it is because I want one of your gorgeous patches. I already planned to do, well, I didn't plan to do so many pumpkins. It just kind of happened, and I went on my side quest, and then I saw the beautiful patches you're making for those that are joining in, and I'm like, I wonder if I qualify for a patch. So if you could confirm or deny, that would be great. So yes, all of the people that I've spoken about on the 100 Days of Halloween, please check them out if you don't know them already. Let's grow their channels, spread the Yarny love, and it's not too late to join in. You know, in the case of Patricia, just doing the odd project here and there where she can. I'm pretty sure that Rainey and Missy would allow your entries a bit later down the road. They're really eager to have some photos of other people's makes to show in their videos. So if any of you have been toying with the idea, just jump on board, just do it. Let's put a couple of smiles on their faces. That would be amazing. Okay, so that's the 100 Days of Halloween in a nutshell. I haven't given you absolutely every single detail because it is not my collaboration, it is not my thing, it's not my hashtag. But if you have questions, if you want to find out more, if you want to be, even if you just want to be a cheerleader to cheer them on, like I said, go over, they'll explain it better on their channels and you may be able to still join in, and just it's just such a fun time. Just jump in, let's just do it, let's just support these wonderful ladies. Okay, and then going back to the gorgeous Nova, one of my yarny sisters, she has a couple of big things coming up for October. Again, you're going to have to go to her channel to get all of the information. It's not my thing that I'm doing, it's totally hers, and I don't want to give you any misinformation like start dates or specifics because like I said, I don't want to tell you wrong, so you do have to go and check Nova out for this. But I know that she's planning hashtag BooTube, which is like a Spirit Week. Now, Spirit Week isn't really a thing that we do here in the UK. I learned that it was a thing through my US Yarny friends and family, but it's something apparently that you do quite frequently in schools over there. But Nova's version is BooTube, hashtag BooTube, like boo as in BOO, because it's going to be Halloween related. So her BooTube week, her Spirit Week, is each day is going to have a certain thing, a certain way of dressing up, I think. But like I said, go and check it out. But it is coming up soon. So if you want to participate in hashtag BooTube, go and check Nova out for all of the details. She'll have a specific video on her channel explaining that. And then, of course, there is her 13 days of Yarnoween. She does that 13 days in the lead up to Halloween. And again, it's all themed with, you know, makeup and dress up and themed projects for each day. So, and again, I don't know specifics, but I know in the past on one day she did like a mermaid day. She's done like a witchy day, and she has made something in that theme for that day to feature. And I'm sure that she will give you prompts ahead of time as to what you need to be making for each day to join in. But again, go over to Nova. She'll explain it much better than I have. But if you are into Halloween and that sounds right up your street, then you need to go over there because Nova has a lot of fun planned in the run up to Halloween. So yeah, lots going on over at Nova's house as well. So, you know, the month of October is shaping up to be an exciting month here on the YouTube streets. I'm just doing my normal thing, guys. I'm not pressurizing myself to join in with everything, and you know, it's just a bit much with the family and the full-time job and time constraints and things for me. But I am more than happy to shout out all of the things that others are doing. So if you are a content creator watching me right now and you have something planned that's coming up, then please let me know. I'm more than happy to shout it out on my channel and get folks over to you if they want to participate. I think I need to do a bit more of it, actually. I've been a bit slack on that this year. I do apologise. But it's been a bit of a year, guys. Put it this way, I'm not going to be too sad to see 2025 leave and a new fresh year come in. It's been a bit of a tricksy one, but we're plodding on. We're getting through it. You know, there are other channels that have regular things that are going on. I know that Litza over at Coco's Crochet, she's got a whole plethora of crochet alongs that she's been running all year long. I'm sure she wouldn't mind a few extra of you jumping on for the last few months of the year and joining in. And she's another gorgeous channel. Please go and check her out. I will link her. Erin over at Crafting Kitty, she has her Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight every month. And yes, Erin, that is a mouthful. And she's just announced who the creator designer is for October. So, you know, maybe head on over there and see if you've made anything from this designer or want to make anything from this designer to enter into her little competition. It is a giveaway over at Erin's. You do get prizes. I think there is a couple of crochet alongs over at Litzer's that you can get prizes, but don't just go over there to win something, guys. Go over there to genuinely enjoy taking part and being, you know, just a part of the fun and making the things that they're making, because giveaways are lovely, but it shouldn't be the only reason why you go and visit people. But yeah, and I've discovered that I can talk and make the pumpkin, which is amazing. So, you know, that's another skill I didn't know that I had. So, yeah, and there's loads of other gorgeous, amazing content creators out there that are doing crochet alongs. And oh, let me talk about one more. She's just popped into my head. Sally over at Nanny Moon's Crochet. You will be seeing that I made something to enter into her festive Fridays. What she's doing is she's on well, by the time you're watching this, it will be week 6 out of 12 weeks. And I think it ends at the end of November. But again, go check Sally out. She'll explain it much better than me. She is trying to use that block of 12 weeks to try and get a head start on some of the makes that she wants to gift at Christmas. They don't have to be Christmas themed makes. They can be any make, as long as you are planning to gift them for Christmas or use them for Christmas. You will see this Friday that I did get some diamond dot Christmas cards made, and I sent them in. She featured them last week. So I did participate in Festive Fridays. No prizes to be won. It's just we're all doing it together and giving each other the motivation to get some of these things that we really need to get made in a timely manner and ready for gifting. Sally has finished 1 out of, I think, 5 different things she wants to get done. So Sally is well on the way with her projects as well. And she's just such a gorgeous lady. And I hope Sally doesn't get weirded out by this. But you know, Manfa has to make it a little bit socially awkward from time to time. But every time I watch Sally's videos, I just wish that I was in the same room as her having a cup of tea, you know, crafting alongside her. And I reckon she gives the bestest squishy hugs. I would love a hug from Sally, just saying. Sorry, Sally, if you think that's strange, but it's the truth. Yeah, so she's got something, you know, festive for everyone to join in should they wish to. So like I said, I'll link Sally as well. Go on over there, find out all the details and see if you want to jump on board with that, and show Sally some love. And there are many, 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 many more doing such wonderful, wonderful things that I couldn't possibly talk about everybody in every video that I do. But like I said, if you've currently got something going on your channel that you would like me to maybe talk about and let people know about, by all means, send me a message, send me an email. My email's always down in the description box, and I will do my best to slot in talking about them in the videos that I make, because I am always up for encouraging people to go and participate in all the fun things, and like I've been saying throughout this whole thing, spread the yarny love a bit, help our other channels out as much as we can, and let you know where the fun's at, basically. So yeah, there's quite a few things that you can go and see if you want to be a part of. So hopefully I've directed you somewhere that you're really going to enjoy being a part of. And even if you don't want to join in with the things that I've mentioned, just being a part of these lovely creators' channels is fun and, you know, really lovely places to be. So even if you can't make or do the things that they're doing, just being a part of their yarny family is well worth it. I wouldn't ever shout out somebody that I don't watch myself or that I don't know very well, just purely because there are a lot of channels out there, guys. I couldn't possibly know every single one, but I would only direct you over to people that I enjoy watching, that are friends outside of YouTube, or, you know, they really are doing amazing things. That is open to everybody to participate in. Right, I'm going to do one more row so that I've finished that repeat, and then I'm going to click off because I've still got a couple more videos to film. So there we go. Maybe you were kind of, I don't know, twiddling your fingers, not really knowing what you wanted to do, and maybe I've given you some inspiration and some ideas of where to head and what to get on your hooks next. Maybe, who knows. But it would be awesome if I see a few of you over there, or seeing a few of your makes popping up in their channels. I will smile to myself and say, oh, I know that person, and it's lovely to see what they're working on. Also, don't forget, guys, I still have that community thing on my page where you can post what you've been up to. You can put a post on my wall and other people can comment, and you can interact with people over there. So gone are the days where you have to send us all an email. You can just pop it directly in our community. I have heard it depends on what device you're on as to whether you can do it though, so do bear that in mind. I have had 2 or 3 posts from some of my lovelies on there. So yeah, it would be really lovely to see what you're all up to, because you guys tune in and see me when I drop my videos and know what I'm up to, but I rarely get to see what you guys are up to, especially if you don't do content. I have no idea what you get up to. So it's just really lovely. So if you fancy popping a picture on there, please feel free and go ahead. I would love to see it. Right, I am at the end of this row. And in the 37 minutes that I have been talking, I have managed to get this much of a pumpkin done. Yay! Well on my way to getting another one done. And you'll have to tune in on Friday to see what my pumpkin count is up to. I won't be including that one because that wasn't made last week. But yeah, for you to know how many pumpkins I am up to, please head back on Friday. And also on Wednesday, I have created a new tag to spread around the YouTube streets. So if that piques your interest, come back on Wednesday. Oh, before you go, I have to do this month's pattern giveaway. So if you have made it all this time, please put an emoji of a pumpkin down in the comment section and type the word pumpkin as well. Actually, it could be one or the other or both. If I see some form of pumpkin in your comment down below, I will know that you want to enter into this month's pattern giveaway. You need to have a Ravelry account. And it's up to the value of 10 Great British pounds. So you can either get one of the more pricey patterns that you've had your eye on for a while, courtesy of me, or maybe you can get 2 or 3 lesser priced patterns and build up your pattern stash courtesy of me. So yes, if you want to be in with a chance of winning, put an emoji of a pumpkin or type the word pumpkin in your comment, and as your comments come in, I will put your name against a number, and at some point next week we will draw a winner. So good luck to you all. Not sponsored or affiliated by anybody. It's a digital prize. I never see the pattern you select. It gets sent straight to your Ravelry account, and it's just a small way every month of me trying to give back a little something to you all. So there we go. Come back Wednesday to see what the tag I've made up is all about, and join in if you wish. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.